For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll send Williams in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 35-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a thrower, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short bit of pass.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion, the tight end. This out quickly to Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. Will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Howe throwing on 3rd down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St. Just. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Gibbs straight ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 from the 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult pull to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now 2nd and 9. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he works free. There he goes left side. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Gibson. 71 yards. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Howell going to go for it. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And here's a give to Gibson. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Okay, ready?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
at the Lions' 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
2nd and 7. Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Powell from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Go. Back on 80. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ready. Cut 19. Cut 18. 5 in. 19 Lions. Ready.
Hooker now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Hooker. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now Hooker.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
60 bikes, 60 bikes, on the ball, now, go!
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready!
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
121 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Powell.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hooker. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 45 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Hal now to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Hooker's going to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Hooker. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Mustang 19. Hustle.
Throwing. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watch that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got it to Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Taken down at the 42. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Howell. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, here's Gibson again. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. give to Gibson running right. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A give running right, Gibson. That's a strong run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Third and long, here's Howell. Dancing to his left. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Shedding the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds
inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Come on, come on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On the end around, here comes Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Howell.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
As we pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. He's got room at the 30. Still going.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hooker to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Once more, Gibson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff running left is Gibson. There he goes left side. There he goes again. Antonio Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And shelling through the tackle. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A give, right side for Gibbs. Down to the 42, 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Okay, ready?
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down.
It's complete to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Ready.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Hurry.
Back to throw. Hooker. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. And running with power here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Family